Hey, what's going on? I'm back with another video. But if you're new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications so that anytime I get a video, you guys will be the first to see it. And today, I'm going to be presenting a two-part series. It's going to be one car, well, actually two cars, but it's the same exact car. I have two Mercedes Maybachs that I want to review today. And it's a two-part series simply because they're both the same cars, but I did two different details to each one. And also both of them are two different colors. So I wanted to discuss the details with each one of them. So this will be a part one of two with this first video. So the first video, we're going to talk about the first one that I did and just kind of basically break down the details of everything I did with each one of them. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, and this is the car I was talking about, my Mercedes-Benz Maybach S680. Okay, and let me get y'all set up real quick because I really want to get you guys to see exactly the things that I've done to this. So this is the S680. It does come in three colors, and that's why I said it was going to be a two-part to this, because I do have another one of this same car. So you have this color right here, which is black over silver. And then you have a dark, I want to say maybe a midnight blue over white. And then the third one, which I think is my favorite color, is the gold over burgundy. Or you could say it's a champagne color. It's like a champagne over burgundy. That is the third one. So it comes in three colors, and I do have two of them. This silver over black is the first one, and in my next video, the part two of this series, you guys will get to see the other one, and you'll see what color the other one is. But I'm gonna get into the details of this video here, which is one car. So this is the Mercedes Maybach S680. It gets no bigger than this. This car is practically, as you can see right there, it says S680. And I did some very, very detailed modifications to this Maybach. One being that I did a whole overhaul of the interior. Now, I want to get you guys up to speed on this particular model. Now, I got this model from China, and as you can see on the bottom, it does say XHD. I'm not sure, that's some type of Chinese company, but they do make some really nice cars, and I wanted two of these because first off, I really did not get the two colors that I wanted. I wanted this color, but then I wanted the champagne over burgundy, but they were all out of those. I think those just went so quick, so fast. So I opted to get the midnight blue over white as my other one. That had to be my third option because my second option wasn't there for the picking. Um, so I had to go with that. But in any case, now this car is very luxurious, as a lot of you are well aware of. Now, the model version, I'm going to show you the pictures, and you can see that the interior was just a plain white, and that gave me an idea. So, as much as we know that the Mercedes Maybach has a luxury to it, and it has a lot of features and amenities and things like that that the car comes with, I wanted to represent that as far as my fleet goes, and I wanted it to be represented the way a Mercedes Maybach would be represented in real form. So I took the necessary steps to do that. And what I mean by that is I did a major overhaul at the interior by basically taking apart the car, by unscrewing the bottom. As you can see, the screws on the bottom. I unscrewed the bottom of the car, took off the whole top, took off the top, which left me with the bottom panel and the whole interior on the inside. That's all it left me with. So I'm going to show you a picture here. Now, this picture shows that the interior was just plain white. It's plain white all over the place, as you can see, with the exception of the center screen, which you can't see in this one, but I'll show you in this one here. There is a center screen, if you can see it right there in the center console. That is the center screen. That was the only thing that had color to it. So I did some research and I went online and I wanted to get more detailed view of what the inside of a Mercedes Maybach S680 looks like. And these are some of the pictures that I found. And as you can see, it is very luxurious in there. It has some beautiful colors. The leather is just off the charts. I mean, this thing has amenities through the roof. You could see so much going on in this Maybach that would make you pretty comfortable, not just as a driver, but also as a passenger, if you wanted to be chauffeured in that facet as well. So this thing came with many amenities, and that's what I like about this car. So I wanted my model to portray the real life thing. So my first act of business was to redo the interior by following the pattern behind these real life images of the interior of the S680 Mercedes Maybach. And I wanted to emulate those by doing it right into my model. So I wanted to put the real life detailed look and take it from the interior of a real Mercedes Maybach and put it down into my model. And so that's what I did. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open these doors so you guys can actually see what I've done on the interior here. And as you can see, there are screens behind the headrest. And you also see that there is a fold-out table, and there's a champagne glass sitting on top. Now, if you look down on the floor, there is a floor mat, and it has the Maybach emblem on it. So that material that you see right there that I use to create the floor rugs would be this material right here. I'm going to turn the screen self. So this is the material that I used to make the floor rugs in there. It's nothing but a simple piece of vinyl that was purchased from Joann's Fabrics. I tend to go out Joann's Fabrics and grab a couple of pieces of material, and I thought this was a great piece that I could use to do the rugs on the inside of the car. So I thought this was a really cool piece of material to use. Also, I'm gonna turn y'all back green. Also, if you look at the table, the fold-out table, you notice the fold-out table looks like it has a wood-like look to it. Now I can show you exactly what I did with that. Now, as far as that goes, I used this right here. I know a lot of y'all know about contact paper. You know, this contact paper is, just in case you don't know, the contact paper, you know, is that type of material that you use. You can peel off, you can peel it off, and it has an adhesive side to it. Right here, that's the adhesive back to it. And you could take that and pretty much stick it on anything. So basically what I did was I was using small pieces of the contact, and I would cut out a piece of cardboard. Basically, I cut out a piece of cardboard and I glued it actually to the sides of the console, since the console actually runs from the front all the way through the center, all the way into the back of the car where the passengers sit. So I felt like it was only right to take the center console and use that to mount my laptop stands or table or whatever you may use it for. I felt like it was also cool to put the champagne glasses on there. And if you're wondering where I got the champagne glasses from, I'm quite sure everybody is from, well, people who live in the DMV area are familiar with the store Michael's. Michael's is a hobby craft store. You can buy all types of things there. So I went there, and you know how you have like the little pieces of furniture and things. If you wanted to make like like your own house and just have like furniture and things like that. So I found a bag, like a little small bag, and it had like beer cans in it, wine bottles, and it had a couple champagne glasses in there. And when I saw it, I thought that was actually a great opportunity to take the wine glasses and put them and mount them on top of the tables inside the car. So I thought that was a great idea. Also, the TV screens that you see that is mounted behind the headrest is simply some black cardboard that I had, some black cardboard. Basically, the cardboard was already black, so I took a metallic silver marker and basically just went around the borders of it to make it look like a TV screen, and put some dials on the bottom of it to make it look like a TV screen, and basically mounted it to the back of the uh, headrest. Now let's look at it from an overhead view. Now when you look at it from an overhead view, you can pretty much see everything. Now you can see that I've also designed the back area right behind the passengers in the back, like behind them. You see where I've got that color, that black and white pattern. As you can see, that same black and white pattern is also right there on the dashboard. And now the bright orange lines that you see running through the car, like along the door handles, going atop of the dashboard, right there, that orange line, that is supposed to be the lighting ambience of the car, like, because you know that the S680 has this lighting ambiance that comes with the car, depending on what type of mood you're in. Like, you can choose a different variety of colors that the car comes with, that you can light the interior with, depending on your mood. So it has a set variety of colors that you can light up the interior with, and this just happens to be one of them. So I wanted to go with that color as well, with an orange. And then again, you can see right there in the passenger side on the floor, you can see there's another floor mat with the Mercedes Maybach logo. Also, if you look on the back of the front seats, there's also a Maybach logo right underneath the TV screens right there. So it took me every bit of, I want to say every bit of 2.5 to 3 weeks just to do this interior. I mean, and this thing was really meticulous. When it comes down to it, this was very meticulous. It took me a lot of time to put this together. As you can see, there's the other floor mat right there. And then the floor mat in the front seat is not as big as all the other ones, because there was just more space, more floor space, on all the passengers' sides, whether it's the front passenger or the back passengers, than the driver. The driver did not have that much space to work with, so I just made a float mat that was at least small enough to fit in there. But here we go again. If you just look at it from an aerial view, you can pretty much see the whole interior of the car. So like I said, the interior was white. As you can see, the seats are like a peanut butter brown. I love this color. I love this peanut butter color. It just, whether it's a real leather or just something like this coming out of a model, oh man, I love that peanut butter color. That peanut butter color on seats, it just really brings the car out, the car's interior out a whole lot. And it really, really does. And I really like how this came out. Another thing you can see here is that I also went with black wheels. I definitely painted the wheels black. The wheels weren't always black. Let's revert back to the photo. And you can see in this photo here that the wheels were initially chrome. So I didn't want to go with a traditional chrome. So I wanted to go with something that really went with um, the whole aura of the car. Much, more. It was more about the color and basically bringing the car to life. And I just felt like the chrome just really wasn't going to cut it, especially when the car had black. Now, don't get me wrong, the car has a lot of chrome on it. Don't get me wrong, it's got chrome on the doors and on the back side of it, as you can see right here. You got the chrome there, you got the chrome on the door handles, where the windows are, all of that stuff, the lining, I mean everything, you got the chrome in all those places. But I just felt like the black to me made it stand out even much more better. I felt like it had a better look to it. And as you can see, the grill also is black as well. I wanted to do a black on the grill too. I thought that was so cool. And not only did I do a black on the grill, but as you can see, the Maybach logo on the hood, which is the hood ornament itself, I also did that in a black. So I thought that was pretty cool. I think it really goes overall to me. It to me, putting the black on it just speaks volumes for this car. And because of how because of overall how the car looks and just the black in itself, I just think everything just came out exceptionally well. I like this, and I want to say this is probably, well, wait till you see part 2. I'm just going to say that. Wait till you see part 2. Wait till you see the other one. And, you guys can decide on which interior you like the best. I'm kind of torn between the two. I really do like this interior because this one has the champagne glasses in it. I don't have it in the other one. I wish I had it in the other one, but I don't. I couldn't find no more champagne glasses, so I only had to use the two that I had on the one car that I had first, which was this one, because I did get this one before I got the midnight blue over white. That one came a little bit later, but this one I had first, and I already had the champagne glasses, so I felt like it was only fitting that I use it in whichever one I had first, which was this one. And it turned out to be, and it turned out nice. It really turned out nice. And my thing is, I just wanted the interior to really fit the form of what Mercedes Maybach speaks. The features, the amenities, everything it comes with. I wanted the luxury to fit the car. I don't want the outside to say Mercedes Maybach, and then you got the Maybach logo on the side and everything, and your inside looks piss poor, because it's just plain white and it doesn't have no type of intricate details or anything like that. So I had to step up my game, and I wanted to make my Mercedes Maybach a one of one, and practically detail the interior the only way I felt like it should be represented, when it has a Maybach logo on it, So that's what I felt it needed. That's what I felt it should have. And I think that really came out good. Them champagne glasses is just saying something to me right now. Just the way they look, they are saying something to me. I just love how that looks. It just really brings out the car when you really put forth the effort to make the car what you want it. Um, that's kind of like what I'm about when I do my cars. You know, I'm just basically one of those guys that when I have something, like, it's got to fit the bill. If it doesn't fit the bill, then I can't really uh I just can't do it, you know. So let me also show you guys the other photo that I had with the wooden tables, so you can get an idea of how I planted those tables inside my car. And then I'm gonna show you this picture here that shows the interior of a Mercedes Maybach from the uh, rear passenger's point of view, and seeing the tables already set up, you know, with the TV screens behind the headrest already set up, so you can see exactly where my inspiration came from. You know, this may be the actual picture I may have used to create the interior for mines, because this one has the black and white lines in it, as you can see on the back of the front seats here, the back of the front and passenger. You can see the white lines and stuff on the front and back, I mean on the back of the seats. So that is where I got my inspiration from for that. And so these are the wooden tables that I wanted to emulate and put in my Maybach Mercedes. So this is where the idea came from to really do it. I just think the car looks so much better when you add to it. It just makes it look just that much better. Especially when you're talking about a luxury car of this caliber. You know, you don't want it to be a plain Jane. I mean, because anybody can have this Mercedes Maybach in their collection. But the question is, does anybody have a Mercedes Maybach in their collection that has an interior like this? You see what I'm saying? That is where the difference lies. See, the difference lies in what you have. You see, you may have the same car like this in your collection and say, oh yeah, I got that same car. But in actuality, you may have the same thing, but yours is far more, bland. It's just bland because it's plain. It doesn't have no enthusiasm or anything like that. See, mine has flair. It has style. It has class. It has intricate detail. It makes the car exactly what it is, a Mercedes Maybach. And when you add those intricate details to the inside to really bring out the car, now you're saying to yourself, okay, now that's what it's supposed to look like. So I just wanted to share this part 1 of 2. So in the next video, I want to show you guys the second one that I have, which is a different color from this one, like I said, and also the interior is different from this one. So once you guys see this one and then you guys see the other one, then be sure to go down in the comments and tell me which one you liked better. Which interior did you like better between the two? Sometimes I get torn looking at both of these to try to see which one I like best. You know, and even to this day, I'm still torn, because even though I like this interior here, I like the interior in the other one, and you guys will see in the next video, because that's a part 2, because it's the same car, it's like I said. But I think this one just may have a slight edge over the other one, simply because I have the champagne glasses set up on the table. So you guys tell me what you think about this Benz, you know. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, turn on all your post notifications, so whenever I drop a video, you guys will be the first to see it. And until next time, I will see y'all back here for part 2. We out of here. Peace.